Hello everyone, my name is Antonino Lagrassa and today I'm gonna do presentation about my research skill topics. My topic is about autonomous cars. I picked up my topic about in class by a suggestion from tutor, and basically when we were talking about the Paris topic of research, um, I just get interested about autonomous cars. I saw the first time in a movie basically, and I was just wondering about where are we now about this technology, and about my question is about are we ready to abandon driving just because autonomous car, of course, they're gonna drive by itself, and driving is also a pleasure. So yes, how did I conduct my research? So as I say, I chose just my topic, and I was wondering about what I would like to know about it. And you got like a couple of questions like, um, what exactly is an autonomous car? Is something that will drive by itself? When this technology will be um, accessible to everyone? And does it worth to make a research? I say yes, just because, as I said before, as a driver, I like driving, and this is something that I was wondering because if a car is going to drive by itself, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to drive anymore. So as we study, like we need to make like secondary research and a primary research. So my secondary research was about getting more information about the car, and I discovered that the process is already like quite in. I mean, like we are already a good step, and I discovered that we go like a standard about the level of automation, and this is from the United States Department of Transportation, which define like those 5 levels of autonomy of car. We go from 0, which is going to be like the totally no automatic automation car, so what car like that's happening, no technology for that. Level 1, they go like at least one specific function um, for autonomic function, like for example the control of stabilization or like cruise control. Level 2 is when we go at least like 2 or more um, function that is going to work together. We can say, and we already have this level like of car that we are driving, and we got this one like when, for example, the car stop itself if it's like some people or some object is on the way, or like for example when we have to park. Nowadays we got cars that they can park itself, and or like for example we go even cameras for check like the distance between like the different cars. So at the moment we are on level 3 and 4, which are both of them prototype, but level 3 is a bit more like an advanced prototype, just because there are some project running, and um, it's already 1 year that I'm working on it. So, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. So about secondary research, we saw that we have to do deep knowledge about the topic, and really important is the triangulation of the information. Uh, just because nowadays we got a lot of information on internet, and all of them they can be true, they can be false. So having a good triangulation of the information, um, they makes our information reliable. An example that you go like on the page um, is about the project that are running at the moment. So one of the websites that I find more is UK Autodrive, which is running already 40, which is planning to running 40 car in Milton Keynes, and this is a project that is already 1 year ongoing. So this gave us like an idea where are we now. And about the question, there was also regarding like the first fatal accidents that happened on 7 May of last year um, in Florida. And this is something that can change the thinking of the people, because um, when someone heard that an autopilot car um, crashed and one person died, and it changed a lot the opinion of the people. And this is about like the quantitative data, but the qualitative data suggests us that the first accident happened after 130 million miles, and usually in US is every 90 million miles, and worldwide is every 60 million miles. So as we can see, the qualitative data, so the numbers, suggest that the autonomous car anyway is more secure, even if it's just a prototype, and the quantitative data, of course, is going to be like suggest that it's less secure, because the people that heard just about the news of someone died about this technology. Yes, once that I get like enough information about the topic, and I just establish how to conduct my research, and I pick up the survey. And the question about why the survey is just because all the other ones, they require like at least to have the autonomous car. So if I would like to make experimental research or evaluative research, I need like an autonomous cars, which I tried to do it with the UK Auto Drive. I tried to contact them, but I didn't have any reply. And and the same is like for observational and development. Sorry. About create a survey, that would require me like another research. So how to build up, and so for example, the numbers of questions, how to construct the questions, and in the way that the people that is gonna make the survey, they're not gonna get worried, because people they get worried, of course, to make surveys. And at the end is like how to share it, which in my case was more focused on social networks or family and friends, which of course my case is more in other countries, so I use for social networks also for that one. Thanks to Facebook, for example, I get many answers, which was 23, was a good target. About interview, I just go one, and it was like when we get on the bowling alley, it was a really good experience, and I get like face off how to ask also the people the questions, which is like making different from filling up online. And here I got like some result about my research. So we can see that even if it's a small group, I ask to the people if they know about what is an autonomous car, and 39% they say yes, and 26% they say no, and 34% they say that they heard about that but they don't know that much. So that shows that there is not like a lot of information, even if you are already like that that deep inside. And after, the problem that was about my survey, just I need to split it up, because my survey was on a demographic target about who was driving, but after I was wondering also about what the people that is not driving, what they could think. So I asked like, and I split it between like who is got driving license and who is not. And then like I get like some question about the car. So for example, if you would like to go in a public transport service with no driver, and on the left we got the people who's got a driving license. On the right we go like who doesn't have it, and of course we got like a higher percentage of people that they say yes, or they can say like only if someone that I know already traveling, and you can see that who is driving has got like more concern about it. And a similar question that I made is like, would you be comfortable in an autonomous car without steering wheel or gas pedal? This is like basically the main question that I was wondering. So as you can see, as I was wondering as well, most of the drivers they say no, because anyway they know what is like the pleasure of driving and the like driving, and also they know which one can be like the dangerous about this technology. And the people who does have a driving license, they just think about that it's gonna be easier. So it just show us that my question at the beginning was having some reliability as well. And also we can see that the data that I got, it is more or less what I was expecting, but um, not even because not even that much, because we see that a lot of the driver, they were just like people that Boost doesn't drive them much. So for having like really good data from the people, I was expecting more people that was driving a lot. And also like we can see that also about the information that is not that many people that don't, there's not a lot of people that they think that this technology will be like really helpful. I mean, like when you go in a car you can do many stuff, but 17 and 43% they are like lower the middle about thinking if it's going to be really useful. And here I just like wanted to show the concern that can be about this technology. So I just basically put some option about like we reached level 2 in the market and level 3 in the street test, and what do you think about that? And I just basically put one bad question, one bad answer and one good one, and we can see like that the percentages is more about like the wondering the problem than about the okay with the technology. And here like we go the percentage about asking who is going to be the first, and the only the details that I can see here is just the qualitative data. They say the UK is like on the top about be the first, but the people is thinking that America and Japan are going to be on top of it. And this is my conclusion. I just realized that the surveys are really important because not always what we are thinking about some topic, they are what the other people are thinking, and with the survey we can be like data about that. And in this way we can face off the relation between the qualitative and the quantitative data. And that's it. Thank you for attention.
Thanks, Tony. Any questions?
So, like, what's the difference between level 2 and level 3?
Pardon?
What's the major difference between level 2 and
Thank you for the question. I just forgot to mention it. Basically, it's just like level 2 has got like many function, but you still need like a person that is trying to drive the car. And level 3 is going to have an option to totally switch from an autonomous car level 2 to autonomous car level 3, which is going to be, you're not going to touch like nothing, and the car is going to drive by itself. But the car is going to recognize if it's going to go in some path which is going to require the driver control. So it's going to like give us a signal of like in 5 minutes you need to be able to take the control. It's going to switch over. So like the full autonomous car is like on level 4, and like for example the President Ford announced that he's planning to have it on the street already by 2021, and this is something like that. It's not that far.
Yeah, I thought it was quite surprising that people who don't have driver's licenses are completely of who you surveyed. They would be. I guess everybody is okay with being in a car without a driver.
Yeah. I mean, the question basically was about a single car, because I made like two type of question. One of them was like I made like two similar questions by different scenario. Is like one of them is in a public transport, so it's something that, or anyway, it's something that you think is running, and you are not inside the car by yourself. I mean, like you show something less, but and in this way we can see that there is some people that are thinking no. Of course, the answer from the people who who has got no driving license, they are less compared to the answer that I got who has got like a driving license.
Yeah.
And about this answer, this is basically what I was expecting about like when I did like a driving license, I was thinking about when my thinking about driving is just about be complicated, because there is like a lot of mechanisms that you need to think about there. Steering wheel, gas pedals.
Sure.
Yeah, and then someone was going to tell me that I wouldn't need any driving license because cars are gonna drive myself. I was thinking that was great, and after when I start to drive, I see that I like driving anyway, because it's not that hard.
Yeah.
So people who doesn't drive, and they just think like an easier way to get a car.
Okay.
And,
But I just would think that, you know, just being in a car with no driver in it would be a little bit unnerving. You know, knowing that there's nobody, say you go into a car and there's nobody else in the car, you're just sitting in it and it's taking you places. I don't know that, maybe people eventually would get used to it, but it's surprising that so many people would just be okay with it, like, you know,
Yeah.
without ever even experiencing it yet.
Yeah, because this is a mix of what I was saying, and also to bring it over. The purpose of the survey was bring it over that there's not even enough information. Like
Yeah.
one of the on the question there was this answer, and a lot of people that think that it's not enough. And one person that is not driving anyway when they go in a car, someone else is driving for him. So
That's
it's more like he's gonna think that it's more or less the same, even if it's gonna be weird at the beginning.
Okay, so there's a bit of a pitfall in the research
Yeah.
in that people don't really have a frame of reference to really make an educated decision on when it comes to that. They just go with their feeling. It's like, okay, it's easier. I don't have to get a driver's license, and it'll take me wherever I want to go.
Yeah, basically because they didn't even face off with what is it. So, for example, I say like here, there's not enough information, and we got like 29% of people here, and
Uh-huh.
16% of people here like thinking
Okay.
about that, and also that it's too early. There's a lot of concern about that as well, and but a lot of people they strongly agree that anyway it's gonna help a lot of people because there is some advantage about disabled people or blind people, for example, because it's just gonna be
It'll
Um,
help them.
yeah, it's gonna be just a car that you just need to pick up where you wanna go.
Okay, all right. Thanks. Any other questions?
I wanted to ask, what is your own opinion on autonomous cars? Would you feel safe being in a fully autonomous car yourself?
Well, this is one of the questions that was coming in my head like at the beginning of the research, and at the end I just need to choose which one I wanted to focus on. My opinion is just like I would be